Yo, what's up, guys? Quick update. So we had talked about potential longs on Instagram and then in Telegram, and I think in the last video I did as well. And I should be good back to stream on Monday, get back into that cadence. But we had kind of the retest of this H12. We chopped around. We had the sweep. We had the very much kind of bread and butter setup for me with the sweep, the MSB, the retest. So initially, I thought I could squeeze 2R out of this thing. I thought at least up into here, right? Up into here, maybe up towards kind of, somewhere within this order block, we would take some profit. We would, reassess effectively. Because that's kind of your first trouble area. I'm not sure if this, again, is corrective or if this is a new impulse structure to highs, right? Like, is this just a correction before another lower low? Or is this the beginning of a larger trend? But I've been interested in catching the higher low, so that's what we're looking for here. So we pulled trigger on that, got a nice pop. But we came into this, I switched over to the daily chart, and I'm like, okay, we actually have this kind of, SR level here, and we have a daily bearish fair value gap, right? So this is acting as resistance clearly, because if you look here now on the H12, we ended up sweeping this high. We pinged right into there, and we're kind of rejecting off it a little bit. So I ended up taking profit on my long, and the reason for that is twofold. One, it was a Friday going into the weekend. I wanted to lock in the win, and I just wasn't 100% confident that we were going to break through this zone. So now what I'm looking for, right, is will the bulls now step back in, and I'll look to take another position. So lock in the money. 1R is still money, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a trade at 1R and 1.5R. Not every trade's got to be 2R or 3R, right, or 10R to be good. If you can consistently hit 1R, 1.5R, that's still good. You're still making money. So now what I'm looking for here is, okay, we got a little bit of a rejection, and if we break below this low here, I think there's actually a good chance that we might come and sweep again, or we might even sweep this low. And then I would again be looking for longs. So I'm just not fully convinced that we're ready to break out here. So for me, I was happy taking my money, take my money off the table, and look for a new setup here. So that's kind of what I'm watching for now is, are we going to get a pullback? Is that pullback going to be contained within this price leg? Or is it going to be a deeper pullback, maybe below here or below here? And then we can look for longs again, on a run of this liquidity here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. We also had a pretty strong close on the dollar, to end the week. So the dollar's now firmly broken back into this range. So now, if I'm looking at the dollar objectively here, ignoring my wanting to be bullish on crypto bias, I feel like this trades to the mid-range at least. So that would be a sign for potential more weakness in crypto. Equities does still look strong. I drew out this level in the last video, and we're holding on top of this order block in this kind of SR area here. So this is going to be something to watch. I do know a few people have pointed out that we've got like a major divergence here on the weekly on ES. So you can see here we've got this divergence here. So you've got lower highs on the RSI, you've got higher highs on the chart. Usually when that happens, you've got a divergence here, right? Higher highs here, lower highs here. You do get a correction. This is the weekly chart, right? So this takes time to play out, but it's a pretty consistently good signal. I know another, what is it? The awesome oscillator. That's what I wanted. So the awesome oscillator is giving you that same divergence. Now, I don't really use these types of indicators personally. However, I do know a lot of people do, and they can be used in pretty good confluence with my system. So if you look at Bitcoin, for example, at the lows here on the H1, when we got our long entry here, so we had the sweep and the MSB down here, right? you actually had a bullish divergence on the RSI. So you can see the higher lows here on the RSI and the awesome oscillator, and the lower lows on price. So if you're looking for even more confluence, and you like to use the RSI and awesome oscillators and indicators like this along with price action, you can look for these spots where those all sync up and they give you just that a little bit extra confluence. But that's where I'm at right now. I closed my long, and I'm kind of just going to wait and see what happens over the next little bit here over the weekend. I just had a feeling, okay, we swept this high. I don't love that. We're into that daily bearish fair value gap. So if we get a structure break here on the H1, right, which would also be an H4 structure break, I think there's a pretty good chance that we come back and retest here and maybe even take out this low. So that was enough reason for me to just take my money off the table and reassess. But yeah, don't, enjoy your weekend. You're not going to miss too much. Hopefully nothing crazy happens on the weekend. We hate that. We want to just enjoy ourselves. But yeah, just wanted to get this quick update out for you. I did drop the Bybit World Series of Trading link in Telegram if that's something you're interested in. I've never done it before, so I'm down to try it out with you guys, and if I win anything or if we win anything, I'll give that back to the community. I don't need it, so could be a lot of fun if you want to trade and show your skills there. And even if you lose all the money, you still are eligible for prizes. So it's not like you have to make a ton of money to win anything. And again, anything that our team wins, I'll give back to you guys, but could be fun. And yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. Probably stream on Monday. All right, bye.